2022 Hitlist. And they're all battles which we already know about. He got Aver, Calico, Goods, Mook, Verb. All battles that we pretty much knew were going to be the battles that Eazy the Block Captain was going to want for next year. He's saying he definitely going to be in the mix for Champion of the Year 2022. If he keeps having these type of performances, definitely. Eazy's always going to be in the mix. I see Eazy probably battling. I think Mook will probably be like the last battle for Eazy out of like his list. Out of like Eazy's list, Mook will probably be the last one. He probably can get Averb quick. You know, Eazy the Block Captain will probably battle Averb quicker than Shotgun Suge will get Averb. That's just probably how that's gonna go. Like Eazy Block Captain's not missing a step right now as far as battling and being in position to line up the battles and get who he wants. Yeah. Like Eazy's in position to basically get who he wants. We all want Eazy versus Calico. We all want Eazy versus Geechee. These are like battles we know that talk's gonna be a certain type of way in these battles. Eazy versus Goods is going to happen. You just can't pinpoint when it's going to happen. We know Goods ain't going to just jump out the window and just say, yeah, he's going to battle. Goods likes a certain amount of time to prepare when he battles. So if, say, Eazy Block Captain versus Goods is going to happen, it's going to happen probably mid part of 2022 if it's to happen. That's when it's going to happen. Like, I see Goods battling in 2022. The only battles that make sense for Goods is Eazy Block Captain or Sue Surf. Those are the only two battles that make sense for Goods at this point. If you follow social media, you've seen Eazy Block Captain and Averb go back and forth. Eazy and Averb are going back and forth. You know, Verb ain't scared to jump out here and battle the newer guys. That's what people respect about Averb. Whether he wins, he loses, Averb will get out there and battle. And the type of performances that Eazy Block Captain's putting on right about now, him and Averb would be dope. Him and Averb would be dope. But if I had to put them in order for like the battles for Eazy Block Captain for 2022, I would say probably Rock, Tay-Rock for Gnome, Surf for Summer Madness, Double Impact. You know, him and probably versus Gun Titles versus Gun Titles for Double Impact. After that, hopefully Geechee or Cal. You know, Eazy's 2022 is going to be filled with a lot of names and a lot of great competition. A lot of names and a lot of great competition. Like, Eazy wouldn't be the first name a lot of these vets are saying if Eazy wasn't having these type of performances. That's why the vets don't mind battling Eazy the Block Captain. He's put in the work. He's had some great performances. You know, he beat T-Top. He just beat Sean. So why wouldn't it make sense for another vet to battle Eazy the Block Captain? Like, Eazy the Block Captain is probably the hottest newer battler right now. You know, he's doing his numbers. Real Six doing his numbers. Fonz is doing his thing. Luke Castro is doing his thing. But out of all of them, the one name that everybody's talking about is Eazy Block Captain. Like you heard Real Six say he need a battle Eazy Block Captain. So you're doing something right. Like it may have took Eazy Block Captain a little bit longer to get to URL because of his situations, but now that he's here, he's where he belongs. He's right where he belongs. Like, whether you feel he's winning or losing battles, Eazy's doing his thing to the point that everybody wants to see him or everybody wants to battle him. I remember Eazy when he had the cuts in his beard. That's how far back I've been following Eazy Block Captain. When he had the cuts in his beard, you know, that's if you're a real Eazy Block Captain fan, you know what I'm talking about. You know he battled Twerk. You know he's battled Snake Eyes. You know he's battled. I think he battled Drugs or Rap. Also, like Eazy's battled names prior to coming to URL. So it's not like Eazy didn't have competition prior to URL. He's had competition. Um, it just took him a while because of his life situation to get the URL. Now that he's here, he's doing very, very well now that he's here. Yes, Eazy did his thing versus K Shine. Like, Eazy was talking his shit, but yet he's humble at the same time. Like, and the crazy part about it is, K Shine wasn't trash. So you have Eazy beating K Shine, and K Shine wasn't trash. That's my type of battle. That's my type of battle. K Shine's best performance was against Eazy Block Captain. Like, Eazy knew he had to prepare and write a certain type of way with K Shine. Facts. Eazy's done his thing. Eazy's in position to call the shots right about now. As far as who he's battling, what cards he's going to get on, the opportunities he's going to get. Like, Eazy's grinded like that. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's because he's gun titles. It's not as... The gun title situation is cool, but Eazy's done his work. Like, the crazy part is, K-Shine was performing and had bars with Eazy Block Captain. You know, like, he may have lost a battle, but K-Shine looked great up there on that stage. He looked really good on the stage. He was comfortable. You know, I can say that's the first battle this year that K-Shine looked like somewhat back to himself. Him, K-Shine versus Hollow, K-Shine just looked like he was over that battle. You know, I guess with the back and forth of the promotion or whatever, with Hollow, he was over it. And then he lost to Chella. It was just like, okay, what is K-Shine gonna do? Like, K-Shine versus Eazy Block Captain has great replay value. Yes, Eazy beat T-Rex. He did. Eazy beat T-Rex 2-1. I want to say Rex got the first. I think Rex got the first of that battle. But even with that, even with Eazy Block Captain versus T-Rex, that was a good back and forth battle. It wasn't like Rex didn't prepare and come a certain type of way for Eazy Block Captain. But this is the thing. Reed Dollaz came back. Reed Dollaz came back, and he's had pretty solid performances coming back. You know, T-Rex came back against Nitty and had a solid performance. Mook's been back, and his performances have been okay. So some of the older battlers are coming back and having pretty decent performances, and some of them aren't. That's just the truth, the fact of the matter. Like, and then another thing is, as far as the vets, you losing to a newer guy doesn't look good for you, especially for certain vets. Because remember when Suge got beat by, what was it, Jada Nightwing? Everybody was on Suge's head about the fact of you let a newer guy come in here and beat you. So some of these vets are taking that to heart, that if they don't come prepared to rap with these newer guys, then that's what you got to be prepared to deal with. Getting beat by a newer guy, a newer battler. So Reed's last battle, he battled Murder Mook. He beat Mook. He beat Mook in a okay battle. But I respect the fact that Reed Dollaz came back he had a tune-up battle, and then from there, he's adjusted to how the culture is going right now. Yes, Geechee Gotti versus Eazy, the Block Captain, is probably going to happen in 2022. Can't say what card. It's definitely not going down on the Riot. Eazy already confirmed that. Eazy, the Block Captain versus Geechee Gotti will not happen on the Riot. It's definitely going to happen on URL. But he is in talks with Geechee to battle on the Riot. But we just don't know who yet. Like, pretty much Geechee and Eazy probably it has some of the same names for next year. They both have Calico as far as next year on the 22 list, and Murder Mook. So we'll probably see Murder Mook battle at least twice next year if it happens. Yeah, say the big bag, the talk that just subscribe. Salute Thompson Shop. Salute on the subscribe. I appreciate you. You know, I've been just doing these to talk about like the hot topics going on, as far as like battle rap and stuff. As far as Eazy the Block Captain, as far as champion of the year, he's definitely in the running. Eazy's definitely in the running for champion of the year. Will he probably win it? No. I'm pretty sure Geechee Gotti will probably win champion of the year. You know, Eazy's battled who so far this year? Chess. He had a debatable classic with Chess. He just beat K-Shine, who let's see. Who else? Okay, so Serious Jones complaining about not battling not getting easy what's called. Yes, I definitely watched Surf versus Twerk, and he definitely got him out of there. Surf got Twerk out of there. Like, Twerk has to be mad at himself about that performance. What do you mean the culture has spoken? Who am I? I'm telling my opinion. Like, I'm just talking about what's going on in the culture right now. Like, Surf got a 30 on Twerk. Twerk heated up too late. Like, the choking, stumbling out the gate didn't look good. You know, that's just the truth of the matter. That's just the truth of the matter. I'm predicting Eazy the Block Captain versus Geechee. It's probably gonna like gnome, could be a gnome, could be a Summer Madness, could be a volume situation, you know. Like, yeah, I'm starting to see that because he's talking about the culture is spoken. What is the culture spoken about? Jeffrey Hatch Jr. What is the culture spoken about? There's a lot of different things the battle rap culture is talking about right about now. Um, I'm not gonna all the way say Eazy over Surf. The way that Surf has been rapping in his last 3 battles, and the way that Eazy's been showing up all his battles, it's either gonna be a classic or a 2-1 debatable. It's gonna be a 2-1 debatable. I can't say who I edged it to. I just know Surf versus Eazy is gonna have a lot of replay value. You're gonna get your money's worth. You're definitely gonna get your money's worth with Eazy versus Surf. And the crazy thing about it is, even though they're on the same, they're both gun titles. Eazy's always quick to say, "I'm trying to get these old niggas out of here," and like Surf understands that, but at the same time, Eazy know he not just gonna get Surf out of here like that. He knows that. He knows it. Like 2022 is gonna be a lot of good battles that's gonna happen. Still waiting on Smack to drop the rest of the Super Fight card. Only battle we know off of that is Danny versus Tay Rock. Danny versus Tay Rock, that's gonna be a fire battle. Initially, I wouldn't have thought of Danny versus Tay Rock, but salute, I respect it. Danny's been doing his numbers. He been calling out Tay Rock for a minute. I already know that that's gonna be a fire battle. Now, the question is, after Tay Rock battles Danny Myers, who's for Tay Rock to battle? Who's left for Tay Rock to battle? Other than like the newer guys, he's battled like all the major vets and the names. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think Casey died versus Vixen. I think Vixen won though. I gave Vixen the first round. Casey's second round was fire. Like Casey's second round was fire. And then when he got to the third, I think Casey kind of left the door open for Vixen to just steal the third round. That's just my opinion with that battle. Facts. That is facts. NJ Taurus. The way the Eazy's been rapping, ain't nobody gonna half ass against Eazy. The way Surf's been rapping, ain't nobody gonna half ass with Surf either. You know. Loaded Lux versus Tay Rock. After seeing Tay Rock versus Daylight, I really don't need to see Tay Rock battle Lux unless he just wants to battle Lux. Like, it's gonna be another one of those type of battles where you're gonna need to pay attention and listen to the bars. That's another one of those. And Lux just lost to Geechee, so Lux coming back, it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. I'd rather see Daylight versus Lux. Daylight versus Lux in like a volume setting where you can actually listen to what they're gonna say. I'm all for it. Daylight has an amazing pen. He does. Like when he wants to write and put it together, it's fire. Excel versus Eazy. Like Excel versus Eazy would be interesting. That could be an interesting battle. I wouldn't necessarily have thought to put it together, but it could be, yeah. Geechee definitely humbled Lux. Geechee beating Lux was like not expected, but expected. Cause it's like, what was Lux really like? What was Lux gonna really say to Geechee? Like that's like old school versus new school. That's basically what that was. Next time I see Lux, I need gray hoodie Lux for 3 rounds. I need gray hoodie Lux for 3 rounds. That's what I need. I need gray hoodie Lux. Like whether Lux battles Daylight, whether he battles DNA, you know. Another person that I would like to, yeah, salute, Happy Valley Farms, PJ. Yeah, salute. Probably be back tomorrow, probably talk about some other stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, Geechee versus Lux was a dope battle. Cause Lux had some stuff in this round before he choked. And it just seemed like, I don't know, after a point, Lux just seemed off. And then when Geechee started talking to dude behind Lux with the red rag and everything, that kind of just took the momentum right there too. Like, for Lux to come back, Lux has to come back and have a really good battle. DNA, Daylight. DNA or Daylight makes the most sense as far as Lux. Other than that, Lux doesn't need to come back. Murder Mook has options. Murder Mook can battle Eazy. He can battle Surf. Math Mook has a lot of different options on his coming back. But Mook's gotta learn not to talk through people's rounds, though. That's the only gripe I had with Mook. Aside from that, the bars was cool. The bars was cool. Facts. I like the older battlers. Like, y'all got King Los to come over to URL. He battled DNA. I had him beating DNA. Some have DNA winning. That is one of those type of battles that can go either way. But it was a good battle. Like, King Los is dope. Daylight versus Los on RBE was fire. I would definitely like to see King Los battle again. I want to see King Los battle again on URL. It's just a fact, who would be a good matchup for King Los? Maybe a real sick, because like the way that they rap. Maybe a Kid Chaos. Far as DNA, one of the battle Lux, I don't know what led to that. The same with DNA and Hollow, you know. DNA and Hollow would probably happen before DNA versus Lux. Yeah. Murder Mook and Verb, that battle was long as heck. Mook had a 23-minute third round and still lost the battle. He still lost the Verb. Oh, B-Dot versus King Los might be a fire battle. Because it's gotta be somebody that like rappy rap. Like King Los versus Daylight made sense. King Los versus DNA made sense. King Los versus Real Sick. King Los versus B-Dot makes sense. King Los versus Kid Chaos would make sense. King Los versus maybe even a Chilla Jones would make sense. It's all about how you rap. How you rap. Because a lot of people are going to say that King Los is a rapidy rap type nigga. Like, And if that's the case, match him up with somebody else that would make it worth the while. Yeah, like when I watch B Dot, I know I'm gonna have to pay attention to what B Dot's rapping about. Matter of fact, let's talk about B Dot versus Charlie Clips. B Dot choking. B Dot choking versus Charlie Clips was very unexpected. It was unexpected, but things happened. And then Clips choking too, but Clips played it off like he didn't really choke and went into the freestyle with it. You know, that was the professional way of handling choking, how Clips did it. See, Kings versus Queens 3, it's a lot of different matchups that can happen with that. Eazy versus First Lady Flames. Hitman Holler versus Hitman Holler versus Miss Hustle. Official versus Tay Rock. No, Official versus Surf. Perstavia versus maybe a JC. It's a lot of different ways that can go. Like DNA's already a goat in its own sense to a point. DNA's been fire and rocking it since he's been 16, 17. Double Impact. My idea for Double Impact was male and female partners for Double Impact. If Remy Ma comes back to battle, that would be fire. If she's on her own card for Queens Get the Money, that would send that card through the roof. I'm hearing that that's going to be the best female card of the year. So yeah. But Double Impact, Jazz and Surf, Tay Rock and Caution, 40 and Chilla, 40 and Chilla. You can do Prestavia and Loso or Prestavia Saga. Jack and Flames. Who else? Hustle and Realm. Like, it's a lot of different ways you can do Double Impact this year. You know? Double Impact is so many different teams and, like, people that you could set up, you know? Like, kind of how they had Luke Castro and K-Shine together. You could do that again with a newer battler and a vet. Like, URL needs to do a rookies versus vets, or sophomores, or sophomores versus rookies. You know, why haven't we been seeing the guys from UM4? Like, other than seeing Royalty was on the what was that, Born Legacy card, and then MVP battle Cuban. Real name Brandon, we just finally seeing him against Shug. Some of these other guys, for as UM4, we're not seeing them, especially on URL. They're booked, but they're not booked on URL, though. That's what I'm saying. If I just watched Swerve in a one rounder versus Lino Brown on Showtime Battle Arena. We ain't seen Swervo since he battled Stumbles. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I know URL be having these secret battles and stuff, because Jada Nightwing versus Loso was the secret battle at Volume 9. And Loso won. What do you know today? Loso versus Jada Nightwing dropped on the app. That's what I'm saying. If you follow 15 Minutes of Fame and Hip Hop Is Real, you ended up knowing about some of these secret battles. Like, URL does so many events that you still could have some of the newer guys on some of these events. Like K-Slade versus Eazy Block Captain for Rookie versus Vets would be fire. You know, that could work. Sheet Happens versus Bill Collector for Rookies versus Vet would be dope. I'm trying to think who else we got. Elijah Straight versus Romnetti. You know, Stumbles versus maybe a Chess, maybe. How Stumbles said, "My life, not yours." That's what I'm saying. The next time I probably see Stumbles will be on We Go Hard battling. Like, why is he not back on URL? Why is Bo's been being on not back on URL? K-Slade. Like, everybody kept talking about rookies versus vets, and it didn't happen. Now, we ain't seen these guys unless they've been on different leagues. Like, K-Slade battled Houston Barcode. Cubans been battling all over the place. Swervo's been out the DMV doing one-rounders. Showing love out here in the DMV. So, what are we doing? And then fans get mad because the same battlers are on every card. But the fans gotta start saying you want to see some of these guys. Some of these guys got eliminated from UM4, and you ain't seen them. Casino's about to battle Don Marino. I think it's January. Some of these guys are going to get other battles. That's what you do until URL hits you back up. If you're still in the mix with URL, that's what you do to stay relevant. You go and you battle all over the place because you done started building a name on URL. Capitalize off of it. Go on a run like Drugs did on all these other leagues and then came back on URL and start cooking. Prep messed up on URL, left, did a tour with all these other leagues, came back and was cooking. You got examples of what to do, and some of you guys don't pay attention to certain things. As much as people hate Amin knows how to make himself relevant and promote. No matter how you feel about Amin's rapping, he knows how to make himself relevant. Like, the common factor I keep hearing is that a lot of these battlers have no personality outside of them rapping. That's a common thing I keep hearing. Battlers have no personality. And that is true for certain ones. I would say Eazy, I would say Sick. Fonz, Lou Castro. Once you get out of Eazy the Block Captain, Real Sick, Fonz, Lou Castro, like Amin, like it's not too many other guys I could be like, okay, if certain people don't battle and these guys continuously are up in their stock as they battle, they can carry the load. I can't say that with certain guys because I've only seen you as far as a PG or Crucible or UM4, and that's it. And that's not even enough to critique you. I would be happy to critique you off battles I've seen in the past. I can't critique you off in a new because you are not battling. You are not battling. Simple as that, you're not battling. How do you expect to stay relevant and popping if you're not battling or putting out there who you're trying to battle? As much as people hate Snake Eyes knows how to go get a battle, how to stay booked and busy off of URL. A lot of people say, oh, Snake Eyes is crying to get back on URL. You got a bunch of guys that's on URL that ain't being booked. If that's the case, bring Snake Eyes back. Bring Snake Eyes back if that's the case. You know? Why ain't nothing been on the card? We ain't seen nothing since he battled JC and Ryder. Like, come on. We can't complain about seeing the same battlers on cards, but yet some of these guys are not either one, accepting the battles that are being offered, or two, saying, I'll take this battle, but I want so-and-so next. You're not negotiating for yourself. Negotiate for yourself. Help your cause. Don't just say, oh, I made it do URL, which a lot of you guys are doing. You're just happy to say, I'm here. You're just happy to be here, like Swervo would say. I'm happy to be here. Don't just be happy to be here. Like, promote. Get people knowing who you are. I'm gonna be all the way honest. A lot of the guys that was in UM4, I had an idea who you guys were before you hit UM4. Only people I really didn't know too much about was Casino. I didn't know too much about Casino. I didn't know he battled Hitman. J2, I was a little bit familiar with. Bozeman Bino, I've been familiar with. Stumbles, I'm familiar with. Like, most of y'all, I was familiar with. And that's what I was going off of when talking about you guys leading into UM4. And now after UM4, some of y'all I still ain't seen battling because you're not capitalizing on opportunities. Saying, well, I'm on URL. I'm not booked as of yet, but I'm on URL. People know who I am. Let me promote. Let me put out here on social media who my hit list is. You know, let me get on live and talk about what I got working, what I'm doing. Mixtapes, merchandise, shows. You guys aren't promoting yourselves, and then you wonder why fans don't know who you are. You wonder why fans don't know who you are. Like, salute the Eazy the Block captain, because even back in the day, he had the Gutter City. I think more recently he's with the Talk Different. Eazy's been promoting himself for the longest. Gutter City, that's not new. If you follow Eazy, you've known that. Because a lot of people want to act like Gutter City is new. It's not. And that's what I'm saying. You guys are just now fans of some of these guys because they're on URL. You're fans of some of these battlers now because they're on URL. Go tell me where some of these battlers have battled before URL or who their home league is. You can't do that with some of these guys because you just became a fan. You just became a fan of some of these guys. And that's cool. And that's cool. Trufo is an example of somebody that probably would be way further along had he not had some setbacks. Had he not had some setbacks, Trufo would be further along, in my opinion. In my opinion, he would be further along. He's dope. Piranha, fire. but he's had setbacks. He's had setbacks throughout the tournament. The whole thing about Next being a plant. Since Next exited the UN4 tournament, first time I've seen Next battle is against what? Wise on iBattle. That's the first battle I've seen other than him battling Nitty. Like, so this is what I'm saying. Some of them are taking lessons and things that they're learning as far as the process of URL and deciding to still make themselves relevant when they get these options from other leagues. Go get the bag somewhere else. As long as in your contract it doesn't tell you you can't go battle here, here, and here, why are you not going to touch these other leagues? There's over 100 different leagues throughout the states and out the country. Why aren't you booked? Why aren't you booked? And don't say you're waiting on URL. That's not a good excuse. Waiting on URL is not a good excuse. Because there's been how many cards? Then you got a card in January, you got Super Fight in January, and some of these guys still not going to be booked. Why can't I go so-and-so league, give me a quick one-rounder that I stay sharp? Say January, I go take me a one-rounder. February, I may not battle. March, I go take me another one-rounder. You know, I'm showing that I can still make me relevant off of the main league, which is URL, which is the NBA. Like, guys are not doing it. Guys are not doing it. And then you be mad at URL for why you're not booked. Why should I book you if you're waiting on me? Go make yourself relevant. Luke Castro's doing music. He's doing music and everything else to promote himself. Eazy has, there's a lesson in every bar. His show. Like, you may not have a caffeine show. There's Instagram, there's YouTube, there's Twitter, Periscope, Twitch. There's all these other social media platforms that you can go on and build you a following. Build you a following, keep you a following. The simple things that battlers can do that they're not doing. The simple things. Like, it's not rocket science. And you guys wonder why you have no fan base. If you didn't build one prior to URL, you're not going to have one. You're not going to have one. And then you get mad when people are like, oh, so-and-so sounds like this person. It's cool to be a fan of a vet battler, but you ain't got to do everything like them. Where's the originality with some of these battlers? And I get that. I fully get it. Some of you guys are watching certain battlers and taking everything from them and carbon copies of them. You know? Originality. You know? You can say what you want about Stumbles. Like, Stumbles' voice sounds like he crying and he need a hug. But Stumbles' voice separates him. His voice separates him. Swamp. Him and the Kootenai and his southern drawl. Like, it separates him. You know Swamp when you hear him. You know, certain battlers, you sound the same, and then you're mad about people pointing it out. you're pointing, like, people pointing it out, saying that you're trying to be like Rum Nitty. You're trying to be like Eazy. You're trying to be like Surf with your movements and or you're trying to be like Twerk with your hand gestures. If you stop copying your favorite battler so much, you won't have these issues. You won't have these issues. Like, I like every battler that was in UM4. I want to see them. I don't understand why there hasn't been a card that has predominantly been them. Has predominantly been them. I don't understand. I don't. Somebody would have to make me understand. Like, somebody would have to tell me what is the contract and the process after you make it through the crucible and you're on URL. What is the process in the contract negotiations that, okay, you're going to battle here, but you can't go here, here, and here and battle. But everybody else is a go for you to go battle. So that's what I'm trying to understand. Because I'm noticing a lot of people I don't see. Is it because in your contract it states you can't go battle nowhere else? What is the first year rookie negotiations as far as URL? That's what I would like to know. Because some of you guys act like in your contract you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. And then there's others of you I'm seeing that are smart and are battling here, there, and there. Keeping yourself relevant, keeping yourself sharp, being smart about it, getting your money, building a fan base. Make it make sense on some things. If you can't go battle other places, I'm understanding that. But if you can go battle other places, and the NBA is not calling you right now, why ain't you in the G League? Why ain't you overseas? Why ain't you getting to the bag? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why ain't you getting to the bag? Why ain't you so many different revenues, so many different ways to brand yourself, and you're not doing it? Please make it make sense. And then when fans ask, why haven't I seen such and such and such battler? You want to say, oh, well, so-and-so, such and such league is not booking me. What have you been doing in the meantime to make that league want to book you? What have you been doing to make the league want to say, hey, so-and-so, you deserve to be on Born Legacy. So-and-so, you deserve to be on Gnome. What are you doing to put yourself in these positions? I'm trying to understand. Like, there's so many different ways to promote yourself, and battlers ain't doing it. Y'all are not doing it, and you have no excuse to make it make sense. Like, that's just what it is. You can't make it make sense. You know, a lot of people hated that J2 was in UM4 for whatever reason. J2's been doing his numbers. Him versus Truffaut was a fire back and forth battle. Whether Truffaut really wanted to battle him and what came with battling him. Fire battle. Piranha versus Casino. Fire battle. Casino versus K-Slate. Fire battle. If the UM4 guys are more so battling each other, there's a lot of potential good battles just within the UM4 guys or UM3 guys. There's a lot of potential battles within those two. You guys can just battle each other until you guys have shown something and you get somebody else. That's how I view it. That's how I'm viewing it. You know? That's how I'm just viewing it. I'm making different things that I'm seeing make sense. Because it seems like nobody else is making it make sense. Especially the battlers. Brand yourself. Brand yourself. Your name. Brand your name. Own your name. And if you don't know these things, talk to veteran battlers. They can tell you a lot of different things. Simple as that. Stop being afraid to ask what you don't know. You'll continue not to know if you decide not to ask and get these answers. Simple as that. A lot of y'all be too scared to ask the questions that need to be asked and learn what you need to learn to grow. And grow your brand. Surf ain't just wake up and be Sue Surf. He didn't. From 19 to 30 now. I believe he's 30. Trials and tribulations got him to where he's at today. Being a great battler and a great artist. You know, trials and tribulations got him to this point. Tay-Rock, from being 16 battling to now, this point. You know, you gotta crawl before you walk. You're not gonna wake up and be a legend, a GOAT, a veteran, mid-tier, whatever, just like that, without no groundwork, without some hard-fought battles. Simple as that. It ain't gonna happen like that overnight. Like, it's just not. And the quicker some of these battlers realize it, the further along in their careers they can be and get, like, just knowing the simple things. That's all it is, knowing the simple things as far as battle rap culture, battle rap politics, battle rap media, battle rap bloggers. Getting on caps. Angry Fan on his show on IG is keeping a lot of you guys relevant. Prime example, Gwitty, Clean Paper, Snake Eyes. They're going on there and they're keeping themselves relevant. Like, I don't remember the last battle that Gwitty has had. Not saying that he ain't battling. I just don't remember the last battle he's had. Snake Eyes going back and forth with people, but he's booked and busy. Some of y'all are getting battles booked with leagues off of being on caps. Call it how it is. And there's nothing wrong with it. But that's part of the game. Promoting yourself and networking. Some of y'all A+ in that category. Snake Eyes is one of them. Gwitty, I might name my album that. Promotion game is 1,000. Like, Miss Petty knows how to do her own lives and talk about whatever. Smart thinking to do it yourself or get the help of a known blogger, battle rap analyst, media personality, or media person. Go on their shows or get on live and get them to be on there with you and talk your shit. Promotion is a vital part. Merchandise helps too. Some people, I can't remember some battlers' names, but when I see the gear or whatever, it comes back to me. So, You know, these are the simple things that you can do. Y'all be mad at Surf being on Twitter and then Spaces, then IG Live, but he's making some of y'all relevant by mentioning your names. Mentioning your names. Surf mentions your name. You're on caps later that day or the next day talking about the fact that Surf mentioned you or another top tier mentioned you. And the fact of the matter is, you wasn't mentioned before that. So say thank you when some of these top tiers mention some of you guys that the average person don't know who you are. Some of you guys, people don't know who you are. If you're not on your real, you're not on RBE, you haven't touched King of the Dot, we go hard, she goes hard, Heavy on the ES, Queen of the Ring, um, OSBL, Our Society Battle League out the DMV, Gates of the Garden. If you're not hitting some of these leagues, I battle. Kill switch. If you're not hitting a lot of these major leagues, the average battle rap fan, unless they're really in tune, they don't know you. They don't know you unless you go viral for something. Or one of these big names keeps mentioning you as a joke, and then people go look up, who are you? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, because I'm not. Sue Surf was just on live with New Nails. Mention Cuban. Cuban pops up on it. Along with Johnny Ice, who he just battled. That's from out here. Out here in Maryland or DMV or whatever. Johnny Ice says he kicked Cuban's ass. Cuban said if that's how you want to paint it and you get a crucible off of me, cool. It's Maryland at the end of the day. He mentioned, Surf mentioned Cuban. Cuban pops up. Cuban's talked about. Johnny Ice, I've seen his name before. I've never watched a battle. Now I'm intrigued. After watching that, I want to go and see what's up with Johnny Ice. Where he from out here? What league he rep? And now Surf and New Nails know who Johnny Ice is. So you see how that circle works? How that circle works and gets people back in the loop that was never in the loop or all the way out the loop. That's how that works. Like, I just talked about the way that battlers don't make the most of the promotion. You could do the promotion on your own, then get the help of the battle rap community. Battle rap media, battle rap bloggers, several different battle rap platforms that you can go on and get people to know who you are. And there's a lot of up and coming battle rap media. Mr. Check Your Temperature, he getting people. Queen Prophet, Spliffin' Bars, Slizzy Radio, Weed Battles, the Breakdown Crew. Like, it's a bunch of people that's doing their numbers. So, again, why aren't you battlers taking advantage of promotion, interviews, different segments, hitting somebody up to review your music, having a listening spaces for your music? There's so many different things you could be doing that people aren't taking advantage of. And then you be mad. Like, why ain't nobody supporting it? You can't support if you don't know these things are happening with the person. Like, of course I know you battle rap. And then you say, oh, I make music. Where is your music? Is it on Apple? Is it on Spotify? Is it on SoundCloud? Is it accessible? Or do I have to pay for your music? That's what I'm saying. These are all the things that fans need to know. While you're on Twitter and you're commenting back and forth, why I don't see your music? Oh, like, I can say LL Cool J, go check his timeline. He dropping his music on the timeline. He'll tell you about when something's dropping. Lou Castro the same way. So you can't say someone may figure some things out. Like, alright, I've been on this joint for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and hop off now, but salute the y'all that pulled up. Tomorrow we talk about some other things, battle rap wise. Till then, y'all be easy.